Feliz Navidad!
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 992. Hello, it is Mike Matthews, broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley. Today it's the finale of 2015 NIFTY Radio, where we're going to hear more of the best of the musicians I have spoken to and their music from 2015. Plus, we hear from
Mike's Daily Podcast,
Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, John Deere the Engineer, ba-rum-pa-pum-pum.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Well, welcome to Christmas Eve, and I guess you can say we're ever so close to Christmas Day, you realize that all those holiday songs are going to go away by this time tomorrow, and then you'll be feeling okay, because you won't have to keep hanging that star upon the highest bough.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
So have yourself a merry little Christmas now, or have a merry huge Christmas.
Mike's
if you keep eating all that
Daily
crap in front of you,
Podcast,
that will be no problem at all.
Yeah!
Oh, no. I just got a very nice gift. I got Danish Christmas cookies in a tin. And I've been eating a bunch of them, so I'm going to have a very huge Christmas. And when I smell my fingers, though, it smells like Play-Doh. Not the Greek philosopher. I don't know what he smells like. Maybe olive oil. But no, my hands smell like the Play-Doh play stuff you played with as a kid. I don't know what. Did they make those cookies out of Play-Doh? If not, why didn't I eat all that Play-Doh as a kid? These are questions we may never get the answers to, hopefully. Yeah, I wanted to tell you today, and we have no Haley today, which is sad. Haley added so much to our show this past week, but Haley's enjoying Christmas Eve with his loved ones, and that's the good thing right now. I, however, am alone. I'd like to ask you today, how many people... Well, I'm not alone. I'm with all these people here at Cafe Anyway. And someone that's going to probably walk in a moment. One of the Cafe Anyway characters. But how many... Oh, like right now, for example, speaking of the devil. Hello, my Matthews. It's Chely Shoehart, gift shop supervisor. I have an accent like a Valley Girl circa 1985. You do. But teenage girls don't sound like me anymore. No, they don't. They have a completely... They do the vocal burn thing. I love vocal burn, but I can't do it. Vocal burn is sort of that, oh my god, like, is that vocal burn? It is. That's my attempt at it, anyway. Oh, that's interesting, Mike Matthews. Anyway, Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas. How are we selling snow globes again this year in the gift shop? Yes, Mike Matthews, we always sell snow globes. Something really happened, weird happened a couple years back when Nern from the planet Nern showed up. And, oh wow, in fact he just fell right through the roof here of Cafe Anyway in his spaceship. Hello, Mike Matthews. I believe that in fact you should not sell snow globes here at Cafe Anyway, because they are pods from my planet, and they are in fact little attack pods that will take over your world. Alright, thanks for the tip. You're welcome. I must leave again. There he goes. Back to the planet Nern. Mike Matthews, I don't know what just happened. Neither do I. Snow globes are bad, I guess, because they're alien pods. Oh, okay, now I get it. Snow globes. Yes, snow globes. Love it when you say that. Oh, look who else just walked in. Oh, Mike, this is Floyd the Floorman! And this is John Deere, the engineer. Mike, nothing is more Christmassy than my Floyd the Floorman sweeping up the floor. Especially when there's snow on the floor. I don't sweep up snow that's on the floor of Cafe Anyway, because it's just going to melt. Because we're in California. Actually, Floyd, we're going to have a freeze warning for tomorrow night, I believe. So, yeah, it's getting chilly here in the Bay Area. But over on the East Coast and Florida, I spoke with my mom earlier today. Apparently, it's very warm. It's like in the 80s. So, that's weird! Mike Matthews, Floyd is very Christmassy to me. He's kind of like Santa Claus. Chely. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Would you care to sing for us a little holiday Christmas tune? Holiday Christmas redundant Yuletide tune? Sure, Mike. There you go. That was great. That wasn't even a song. It's Christmas time. It's time to banish hate. Take it away, John Deere. My dear John Deere. Oh, that's sweet. Go on, John Deere. And in this world of plenty, you can something throw your arms around the world at Christmas time. But say a prayer. Pray for the other ones. At Christmas time, it's hard to think when you're having fun. There's something Bono sang on this song, and Phil Collins played the drums. Do they know it's Christmas time at all? We just don't know the lyrics to that song at all, but anyway, Cafe Anyway. I've been hearing a lot this phrase, the Internet of Things. Have you been hearing it? Do you hear what I hear? I can't use any of these Christmas song jokes after tomorrow. Damn it. Anyway, yeah, Cafe Anyway. I'm hearing this, Internet of Things, and it has to do with how we can use cloud, big data, technology, all the Internet stuff we have to help us with our lives, with the Internet of Things. I guess that's what annoys me about it. Every time I hear someone trying to describe Internet of Things, I hear something different, and whatever I hear some computer nerd youngster person that's making way too much money than I am, and I get jealous and envious, and I get full of those feelings that you shouldn't have at Christmas time. That's right, Mike Matthews. Banish hate. That's right, let in love, banish hate. Thank you, Bob Geldof, for telling us to do that. But yeah, Internet of Things. That's a thing. It's getting bigger and bigger. It'll surround us in 2016. That's all I know. So my question earlier was, how many people do you talk to when you wake up in the morning? When you get up and you do stuff? I got all the way to 12 noon today and had not spoken to a single person at all. I'd gotten up, I walked my dog, then I got to work at noon. Didn't talk to a single soul. And I have a roommate. You'd think I would talk to him at some point. Nope. Did I text anyone? Nope. Did anyone text me? Nope. Is it Christmas Eve? Yep. Finally, around 12:20, I spoke to my mom on the phone, and that's how I found out about the weather in Florida. You can't do that. You can't go through a whole day not talking to anybody. Some of you talk to way too many people. You're in retail or whatever, or you have to call up people, and your job is tough. I think talking to that many people can drive you nuts. But the opposite is the same as well. I feel bad for the security guards that got to work on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. In fact, I'd like to write a song for them. Oh, you people working really late. I don't see anybody. I hope you are alright. Merry Christmas to you, and to you, good night. Mike Matthews, that was beautiful. Thank you, Chely. I love having Chely Shoehart around. She agrees with stuff I say. Not everything. That's true. And did you know they made a Christmas Carol 2? Christmas Carol, the movie. I'm sorry, The Christmas Story. Yeah, Christmas Story? That the one with the blonde kid that used to be on those Ovaltine commercials years and years and years ago with the glasses? Yeah, they made a Christmas Story 2 with Daniel Stern as the old guy. It's sad. It's pathetic. Don't watch it. It was on CMT. I don't know why I was watching it, but I'm like, gosh, that's sad. That's some people trying to capitalize on something that was nice and pure in the beginning. I went and saw that original movie with the Ovaltine guy and the guy from Kolchak back with my dad. And my dad, I'd never seen my dad laugh so hard. He was laughing at that, and when we saw Airplane, the first Airplane, he laughed his butt off. He loved those movies. Gosh. But his favorite of all time? Fargo, which I never saw with him. And I just... The TV show Hangar 13.
Mike's absolutely useless review.
Whoa.
Into an interview.
That was... Alright, well, we don't have an Into an Interview today. But we do have some of the guests that I've had on Into an Interview in the past. I suddenly had to talk about this because of things that transpired here at Cafe Anyway. That's fine. We're rolling with it. It's live radio. No, it's not. It's not live radio at all. This is all recording, and I could go back and fix things, but I'm not. I'm lazy. It's Christmas. Do you know it's Christmas time at all? Today, we're going to have on XOXO, which sadly, that band no longer exists. But they were also from the Washington Bay, Seattle area. I spoke to a lot of Seattle area people in 2015, I am now seeing. I also will have on today an intimate evening with Michael Shaw. He'll be on 2015 Nifty Radio. He's just the nicest guy. Got several pictures with him. You can see those pictures and hear those interviews on mikesdailypodcast.com. If you click on the Interviews 2015 button, it'll go and show you all those interviews. And finally, we'll also play back a song from the Orange Peels. I was so excited to talk to them. I have enjoyed their music and to actually speak to them. And they're actually in Santa Cruz. Actually in the mountains above Santa Cruz. So that was a lot of fun talking to them. So we'll hear great music from all those folk. Oh, and Michael Shaw's from Marin County. And sounds a lot like the Beatles, a lot of his music. The TV show Hangar 13, which was on the Sci-Fi Channel, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I spoke about it a couple times this year. I have to tell you, it's so weird that since it's on the Sci-Fi Channel, I think one of the things they tried to do with the show was get people on that have been in famous sci-fi TV shows or movies. For example, there was one character that was pretty regular on the show. He was on quite a few episodes. He was the guy that pulls the heart out of the guy in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. I didn't realize that until today. It finally clicked in my head. Isn't that weird? But like Jerry Ryan from Voyager, Star Trek, was on the show. Catherine Mulgrew, Katie Mulgrew, the captain from Voyager was also on the show quite regularly, as was Rene Auberjonois, the guy. He was on Deep Space Nine. He was the one that could turn into water, and who my friend Eric Hayes looks a lot like now. He was not my friend Eric Hayes, but Rene Auberjonois, who was on Benson years and years ago, which I used to watch with my grandma and laugh at Robert Guillaume and Rene Auberjonois and all these other people with French names. Finally, so yeah, Hangar 13, watch that. I am, however, obsessed lately on YouTube with the Dark 5 videos. These are videos that show you odd things. There's no speaking on it. It's all in subtitles, all in words printed on the screen. But the pictures that they show you are usually very troubling, make you think or make you feel uneasy in some ways. Like they're pictures that are supposedly of like Bigfoot, or odd pictures of things like you see people just before a tragic situation happened. You see a picture that was snapped just before that. It's just so weird. Nothing ever gory or anything on the Dark 5, but just very interesting, bizarre thing. And like I said, you can turn the sound off because all the music is scary, weird music. And then just read what they print on the screen. A lot of like Google, when Google takes pictures of everything, so that they become big brother and own all our information and suck all the souls out of us, so that we're just lifeless corpses everywhere. Google, like with their pictures that they take, they have snap pictures of odd things. And they didn't know it, and they put it on the internet, and then people are like, what is that? Is that an alien? And then they quickly pixelate it or take it off. Speaking of aliens, cows. If you have a dog and you're walking around where there are cows, be respectful of the cows and don't let your dog put your dog on a leash. I do that all the time. I did one time not see the cows, and we came up over a bluff, and apparently my dog smelled them and ran over and actually was playing with two calves. They were like running and chasing him, and then the mother cow jumped in and mooed at my dog, Basil the Boxer, and he quickly ran off because he was frightened. But yeah, show some respect. I was at some park in Podcastro Valley where they have cows, and some guy did not have his German Shepherd or some kind of Australian Shepherd, but it, had herding instincts, and it was barking at this one cow, which is not cool. And it gives people that don't own dogs or don't have dogs, that don't like dogs to begin with, even more reason not to like dogs. And it just reflects poorly on other dog owners. Yesterday, I was with Basil the Boxer at Lake Merritt in Oakland, and I was talking to some ladies that had their dogs off leash, and a lady ran by and said, "Hey, you need to put your dog on leash," and one of the dogs barked at her. She yelled at the ladies, "Put your dog on a leash," and they're like, "They are," which they obviously weren't. And the lady's like, "No, they're not," and ran off. And I'm like, yeah, in areas where they say that your dog needs to be on a... I know this, of course, from getting a $300 ticket for having my dog off leash, but that circumstance was very bizarre because there were signs that said my dog could be off leash, and then suddenly I got a ticket, and the anniversary of that is coming up in just a few days. That was... wow. It's going to be 3 years ago? 2 years ago? 2 years ago. Jib Jab annoys me. I'm going to zip through the last two. Oh, Modern Family. The young boy with the curly hair, his voice is dropped. I can't watch the show anymore. And, I got to the fingers smelling Play-Doh. And that's pretty much it. Oh, Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, and John Deere the Engineer all sleeping on the couches we have here at Cafe anyway. I'll just leave them. They look so sweet and innocent and peaceful. Let them sleep. And wish you a very merry little Christmas now, or huge Christmas. And sing some Christmas songs right now to yourself before they all go away. Or, in fact, listen to some other songs that aren't Christmas related by the great artist from 2015, Nifty Radio. Check out all my interviews there at mikesdailypodcast.com. Also, you can email me there. And today is the last day of
Mike's Yuletide Personalized MP3 for Thee contest.
Yes, the Yuletide Personalized MP3 for Thee contest. Cafe Anyway characters want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, and they will do that if you wish us a very Merry Christmas through the email, you can go to the Facebook, the Tumblr, the Twitter, and wish us a Merry Christmas there, and we will do in kind. And then also, if you'd like to help us out, if you're going to buy anything on Amazon, go through that link there at mikesdailypodcast.com. That helps us out. And you can hear us at all kinds of places. If you don't like where you're listening to me now, there are other places you can listen to this show. YouTube, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Podomatic, Mixcloud, all over the place. And all those places you can find at mikesdailypodcast.com. All right, now the finale of 2015 Nifty Radio.
2015 Nifty Radio.
Hello, I'm Jason Sanford.
And I'm Danny Olson. And you're listening to XOXO on Mike's Daily Podcast with Mike Matthews.
Of the ghosts of my past lives, they sing such sweet harmonies, and I'm pressing colors through the fibers as they fade into my mind, down to sleeping memories that were haunted by the ghosts of our past lives. We hope we might find flashing lights, we're terrified. We might like what we find. I still remember how her hair was such a mess. She taught me how to close my eyes when things get loud. She made it all a little smaller if she made it here at all. Seeing all in all we are. Though we're haunted by the ghosts of our past lives, we hope we might find what we like. Through the static and the flashing lights, we're terrified. We might like what we find. And everything comes to life. And everything is fine. I'm taking comfort in the presence of the ghosts of my past lives. I'm taking comfort in the presence of the ghosts of my past lives. I'm taking comfort in the presence of the ghosts of my past lives. I'm taking comfort in the presence of the ghosts of my past lives. I'm taking comfort in the presence of the ghosts of my past lives. I'm taking comfort in the presence of the ghosts of my past lives. I'm taking comfort in the presence of the ghosts of my past lives. I'm taking comfort in the presence of the ghosts of my past lives. They don't answer when I call. Floating away out of the blue into the nightfall. One day with you and I break down the wall. Symphonic haze, leave me alone in my melodic days. Another time, another place, we'll be together, face to face. You'll sing a song
Was it not? Yay! We heard from XOXO and their song Past Lives. They, as I mentioned earlier, no longer exist, so that I guess was a past life that we heard from them. We also heard from Michael Shaw, who I spoke to earlier this year and got to see him perform at the Chapel in San Francisco. It was a fantastic show. He's a great guy. And an intimate evening with Michael Shaw is the name of his band. We heard the song Floating. And finally, we heard the Orange Peels. They are from Santa Cruz, the Santa Cruz Mountains. And that was a fun conversation with them. We heard the song called Beginning. Oh, why does this only tell me the first word of the song? And I can't remember now. And groove is so slow when it opens. It's called the Satellite Song. That's what it was. Sorry. Do you know today, at home, my computer needed to update Windows 10? Because I downloaded Windows 10 earlier this year. Oh, yeah, that happened in 2015. It took forever to update the Windows 10 today. It took like way over an hour. As we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcaster Valley. The damn Internet of Things.
And here's today's podcast picture.
And the podcast picture is Valentino, the parking attendant, and I talking. Yeah, I don't know why Valentino, the parking attendant, and I are talking, because he wasn't on today's show. Oh, but he does happen to be out here on the patio. That's right, Mike, because I am always keeping an eye on the parking lot day. Yes, thank you for doing that. Chris Christie 2016. Yeah, you said that last show. Chely Shoehart, are you still dating the Brewmaster there? No, I'm not, because he's turned all violent and stuff. Okay, well, if you ever want to, kick around a possible relationship with me, I am here for you there. Yeah, okay, whatever. I hope you two kids work that out, you crazy kids. Next show, it'll be Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, the Brewmaster, and the return of the much-loved feature called the MIKELOPEDIA INSANICA. We're going to look at some interesting things that you did not know. 2015. Hope you enjoyed the music from 2015 that we featured on this show, and the great people that we had on this show, the great interviews. Thank you so much to all those folks for being on. And I look forward to 2016, some of the interesting guests that hopefully we will have. And hopefully all you guys will be back. And Floyd, I see you look more Santa than ever with that Christmas hat on. That's right, Mike, but I'm not going to do a snow fight with you. A snow fight? What's a snow fight? Ah, the snow just hit me. Oh, I guess that's a snow fight. Oops. Yeah, Mike, we're doing a snowball fight in that picture day that you can see at Mike's Daily Podcast.com. That's right. So check that picture out, the snow fight. Don't fight the snow wherever you are. Have a peaceful relationship with the snow. That's right, Mike. Be a lover, not a fighter of the snow. That made absolutely no sense. Merry Christmas! Feed the world. Let them know it's Christmas time again. Great job, John Deere, the engineer. Today I'm John Reindeer, the engineer. Ha ha ha! Rudolph.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow.